Good evening. This is CTV News for April 10th. I'm Melissa Wright.
And I'm Patricia Malone. Thank you for joining us.
A multi-vehicle crash in Clinton early this morning leaves one woman dead and several others injured. CTV's Keisha Butts has more from the scene.
A woman dies and others are injured after a multi-vehicle crash in Clinton earlier this morning. As you can see right behind me, those are some of the vehicles that were involved in the crash on southbound Branch Avenue at Surratt's Road. A tractor trailer, a county school bus traveling to Charles H. Flowers High School, and other vehicles collided at the intersection around 6 a.m.
Our officers were called to the intersection of Surratt's Road and Branch Avenue for a multi-vehicle accident, also involving a school bus and a tractor trailer. So once I got on the scene, obviously it was a very fluid scene, and we did have one fatality. It was one of the drivers involved. It was an adult female. She was pronounced dead on the scene. Other drivers and occupants were taken to the hospital with what we believe non-life-threatening injury at this time.
Police say the crash is still under investigation. In Clinton, Keisha Butts, CTV News.
Thank you, Keisha. Well, funeral arrangements have been made for House Speaker Michael Busch, who died on Sunday after battling pneumonia. The longtime lawmaker will lie in state in the rotunda of the Maryland State House on Monday, April 15th, and Tuesday, the 16th. Public visitation will be from 1 to 7 p.m. on Monday and from 8 to 10 a.m. on Tuesday. A funeral service will take place at St. John Newman Church in Annapolis at 11 a.m. on Tuesday. A memorial fund will be used to establish scholarships in his name.
Firefighters were called to a burning single-family home in Capitol Heights this morning. Here you see the aftermath of the blaze in the 6200 block of Old Central Avenue. But when crews first arrived on the scene around 11, the house was engulfed in flames. It took emergency personnel about 15 minutes to put out the fire. No injuries were reported, and the cause is still under investigation.
Well, for nearly 90 years, it's been a staple of the Beltsville community. But soon, one of the region's most popular gardening centers will be closing its doors forever. We take a look at how Bankies Nurseries has grown over the last 9 decades.
I love this place. I like coming here more than actually going to the botanical gardens because you can touch and feel, and if you really like something, you can take it home.
Catherine Kyle got emotional thinking about her favorite gardening shop going out of business. So did 91-year-old Maxie Wooten, who first started coming to Bankies Nurseries when she moved to the area in 1959.
It's a loss. You can tell it is by all the people who are coming. It's a loss to the area, to the community. We've been shopping here so long.
Since the owners first announced they would soon be closing, business has been nonstop.
My family's all in their 80s. The last family member working here, so it's just time.
Stephanie Fleming's grandparents first opened the business in 1930 after emigrating from Germany.
My mom, when she was a teenager, is the one who designed our Bankie logo, the Bankie B. We call it the Bankie boy, and she always laughs and says her father told her to, stop painting her nails, get in the house and do something, and do something constructive, and she came up with the Bankie logo.
Customers didn't just come for the plants, though. They came to wander or to learn how to design landscapes or create bonsai trees.
I've been a Bankies customer since 1971 when I moved into the area and lived in the neighborhood here. Back then they were able to give me little clay pots left over from the year before, and it was a nice family run business, so obviously it's developed quite successfully over the years. I think that it's very sad and I'm going to miss it.
I think it's sad. It's just another landmark that's going away, that's been around forever. I feel sorry for even the employees who've been here for a long time in the neighborhood. It's just things are changing.
Now, Bankies says since they first announced they'd be closing, they've had trouble keeping the plants on the shelves over here. But the management says no worries. They'll be sure to restock all of the shelves until the end of June when they close.
The outpouring has been simply wonderful. And I said before one time, it's very humbling, and I think that's a good word. The memories that people have of this place. So, yeah, the last day, I don't know. We don't know what day that's going to be, but it's going to be sometime in June.
It's going to be a tough day.
It's going to be a tough day.
Now, the nursery, as she said, has not announced an exact closure date yet, but Bankies says its entire inventory is now on sale. Meanwhile, the owners say the city has expressed interest in turning the 12 acres into a townhouse community.